I just realized I have not stood up and like go, like go. هنا المسرات لم تبرح ملامحنا هنا الرضا ما توارى عن حنايانا كتاب ربي تدارسناه Ooh, come on, boy. Now she'd be busting. She say, hey, bro, but look at you, know what I'm saying? We got the top 10 ball handlers in NBA history. Hey, YouTube, the top 10 ball handlers in NBA history. Hey, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have me a little something to eat. You know what I'm saying? What we do? Oh, yeah. Hey, bruh. Let's see. YouTube, let me know right now. Who is the top 10 ball handlers in NBA history? Let's get straight into it. Bismillah.
A mean crossover, a sexy Euro step, or a nasty ankle breaker are one of the most spectacular things you can see in basketball. These NBA players have done those moves more than anyone else. Here are the 10 best ball handlers in NBA history. Number 10, Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas? I think this was the guy that was on the video when we watched the Pistol game the other day. Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas was one of the fastest point guards ever, and he kept the ball so close to the ground when he dribbled that it was extremely hard to alter his dribble and affect where he wanted to go. Zeke's ball handling was shifty, it was creative, and it seemed like he was never out of rhythm. He carved defenses up with his lightning quick first step, and then he'd either take a slaloming drive to the basket, make a crisp pass to a cutter, or a stop and pop J over a retreating defender. He did all this damage in the era with hand checking, and when a lot of ball carrying we see today was illegal, which made it harder for small guards like him to dominate. And yet, dominate is exactly what he did. Number 9, Steve Nash. Phoenix.
Steve Nash? Why do I know that name? YouTube, you all know Steve Nash?
Suns of the mid-2000s were the most attractive team in all of basketball, and it was all because of one scrawny, long-haired white dude named Steve Nash. Yeah. And while the media called the Suns' offense 7 seconds or less, Nash's teammate Quentin Richardson eloquently called it trying to keep up with this little mother effer. Nash wasn't athletic by any means, but he dribbled the ball perfectly going full speed, and he changed direction so quickly that he was one of the most evasive point guards ever. Nash's hand-eye coordination was off the charts, and he'd often make one-handed passes while running super fast, not leaving the defenders even a split second to react. Everything he did in motion, and yet he was one of the most efficient shooters ever, and one of the deadliest pick-and-roll facilitators. Steve Nash was a ball-handling wizard, and what he did on the court was often
oh my God, you see that?
He was a ball-handling wizard, and what he did on the court was often
I can see why.
Number 8, Tim Hardaway.
Hey, Tim Hardaway. I know the name. I know all these players' names. Hey, YouTube, at the end of the video, let me know how you are going to arrange this lineup. Are you going to take someone away from number 6 to number 2? What y'all going to do?
Standing at 6 feet, Tim Hardaway had a low center of gravity. He was really quick, but also quite stocky, which made it easy for him to bump off defenders. It was a combination that made him extremely tough to guard and propelled him to 5 NBA All-Star selections. But what made Tim Hardaway famous more than anything else was his killer crossover. Many players had an effective crossover, but Hardaway's was arguably the fastest. Before he injured his knee, his change of direction was so quick and snappy that the defenders could never react in time to stop it, even though they all knew what was coming. Number 7, Chris Paul.
Hey,
Chris Paul is called point guard for a reason. Simply put, CP doesn't have any deficiencies in his game. Despite only 6 feet in height, he is incredibly strong and fundamentally sound, which made him into one of the best defenders ever at his position. On offense, he's a floor general par excellence. Paul is one of only 6 players to notch 10,000 assists in the NBA, and he routinely made below-average players look great with his passes. A pick-and-roll maestro, he can dissect every defense and punish every defender who overextends or is late in coverage. Or he can just finish himself because he's a phenomenal shooter as well. And everything is set up with incredible footwork and ball handling. It's amazing to see how Chris Paul can create separation for a shot seemingly every time he wants to, even though he's usually the shortest player on the court. Number 6, James Harden.
Harden too hard! For real? Harden is too hard, bro.
There are many people who are always ready to criticize James Harden. He's not a great defensive player, he dribbles too much, he never made it far in the playoffs. While there is some truth to all those arguments, no one can dispute that James Harden has mastered the game of basketball like few other players. If I had to describe Harden with one word, that word would be artist. Because what James is doing with the basketball in his hands is art in its purest form. He basically invented the step-back three, which is an unguardable move. You can only hope that he misses. He has a bachelor's degree in crossing people over, a master's in real stepping to the basket, and a PhD in drawing fast. He is not dominated with size. He's not overly fast nor athletic, and yet he's certainly among the best 5 offensive players who ever played. And while the ankles of poor Wesley Johnson have probably recovered, his psyche is probably still tormented by that Harden crossover, which is one of the most disrespectful drops in NBA history. Number 5, Jason Williams. Jason Williams' ball handling was off the charts, and there was nothing he couldn't do with the ball. They say that Williams was allergic to simple bounce passes, and that's why he often passed with his elbow, behind the back, through his legs, through the opponent's legs,
and
Jason was incredibly fast. He would get into the paint in a flash, and most often, he would fake the heck out of defenders trying to guard him, with Gary Payton as the most notable example. Because of his flair and attractiveness, he was immediately a fan favorite, and as a basketball fan, you simply had to love him. Even though his numbers were average and he was never even close to being an all-star, White Chocolate played with such passion and style and was one of those players that you'd always pay a ticket to see play. Number 4, Steph Curry.
But what? Bro, you put Curry Maggie in number 4? Hey, bruh. Hey, we're gonna have to check this lineup again. Curry Maggie in number 4, YouTube. What's your thing? Yo, I agree.
Steph Curry is widely considered the greatest shooter to ever play, and it's only a matter of time until he breaks Ray Allen's record for most three-pointers made. But it's not just the sheer quantity of made threes that makes Steph into the GOAT of all shooters. What separates Steph from great shooters like Ray Allen or Klay Thompson is his uncanny ability to create off the dribble and gain opportunities to shoot with his phenomenal ball handling skills. His ability to hit pull-up threes in transition after a step back or a crossover and from all possible angles is what makes him unique. James Harden is perhaps a more efficient dribbler because of his physical strength. Kyrie Irving is more aggressive in getting to the cup, but Curry is like a queen in chess. He's the only man I've seen who can dribble the ball forwards, backwards, and laterally all equally well. The way he moves across the floor, the ease with which he slides in all directions.
Goddamn, glaze much? Glaze much? Damn!
The ball like a yo-yo transcends everything we've seen in basketball. Number 3, Jamal Crawford. If any NBA player played NBA basketball like it's just another game of pickup, it was Jamal Crawford. Jamal was skinny, he didn't play much defense, and he wasn't keen on passing the rock once he got a hold of it, but he could score with the best of them, and that was because of his exceptional ball handling skills. His shake and bake is one of the prettiest moves in NBA history, and it looked like it came straight up from some and one mixtape. When he danced with the ball, everything else faded away, and it was like watching figure skating with a basketball, and Jamal would never slip. While the opponents often looked like they were on ice, the defender could be both bigger, stronger, and faster than him, but it didn't matter. Whoever was guarding him, Jamal could make them look like a fool in a split second. Number 2, Allen Iverson.
Yo, bro, what? Allen Iverson. Hey, bruh, we know about
Yes, he was a ball
Iverson.
hog who often opted for tough shots when he could have passed. Yes, he was skinny because he never went to the gym. He played ISO-heavy hero ball, which wasn't pretty if you favored pass-first point guards of the 80s. Iverson always was and remained a player that based his game on pure instinct. Nothing in his game made you think, oh, he must have practiced that move a lot, because he didn't really like practice that much, and yet there was nothing you could do against him. Most of his 26,000 points in the NBA came off the dribble, as he would very often simply ignore four of his teammates. His ability to drive to the basket was unparalleled by any player of his era. No matter how tight the defense was and how many players the opposing coach sent to help, it usually didn't matter against Iverson. We thought Tim Hardaway's crossover was the best and fastest ever, but then AI showed up, crossed Michael Jordan, and Hardaway immediately seemed less cool and less dangerous. With the mesmerizing combination of speed and ball handling, the answer was the most feared guard of his era, even more so than Kobe. Kobe would always get his numbers, but Allen Iverson could embarrass you, break your ankles, and your spirit. Just ask Ty Lue. Number 1, Kyrie Irving.
You lying? Kyrie's number 1? Kyrie's number 1? I mean, I didn't.
Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler the NBA has ever seen. He is completely ambidextrous, and it doesn't matter to him if he dribbles with the right or left. Kai is incredibly quick and has a ball on a string with such ease, and it seems like his dribbling is completely improvisational. In fact, his dribbling looks like an Uncle Drew commercial, but it happens on the grandest stage and against the best players in the world. I still feel sorry for you, Brandon Knight. But not only is Kyrie the greatest ball handler in NBA history, he's arguably the best below-the-rim finisher ever, with a layup package deeper than the Mariana Trench. And while there are many players who can finish effectively with both hands, what sets Kyrie apart is the ability to jump off both legs, which is extremely rare. LeBron, for example, has a trampoline in his left leg, but I don't think I've ever seen him jump off his right. That's why Kyrie is almost impossible to block when he drives the basket, because the defender can't take anything away from him and basically has to choose his poison, as Kyrie has counter moves for everything defense throws at him. Irving has secretly become a true master of pick and roll and one of the best shooters ever in his position. Hesitations, spins, crossovers, you never know what trickery he's going to pull out of his sleeve next. And that's why it's a real spectacle to watch him play.
Yo, hey, bruh, that's how good is Cooper Flag actually? Bro, what's the fastest player in the NBA? Ja is fast, bro. Hey, disagree with our list? Let us know. Hey, I don't know, but I don't really have a deep knowledge of basketball. Why did I pistol peep bet under artists in NBA history? Exactly, no way pistol is on this list. Pistol peep and skip to my Lou would have been on the list. Nice, but peep Marvin is missing. Check out. Defender reaches the ball. Kyrie, you reach, I teach you. You reach, I teach. You know the rules. Reach for the ball, Kyrie. You reach, I teach, Chris. Smooth, baby. Nah, bro. Don't reach, young blood. Hey, bruh. This is the list. Okay, this is the list. Okay, YouTube. Now, what are we gonna arrange it? I lucky. Maybe I might flip Crawford for Curry. Why? I mean, this is the best handlers. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like this because Curry Maggie, the fact is on this list is really nice because he's the number 1 on the shooter list. Hey, bruh. Iris Iverson got the nastiest ankle breaker in history. The ankle broke MJ. He barely broke him. The Rose ball handling is underrated. Know that I've seen him cross and dunk on LOL. Hey, bruh. YouTube. My bad. That's gonna wrap it up. On to the next one, inshallah. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.